I didn't expect to see you again today, but here's an issue that should be discussed and woken to everybody, and I'm sure Silverfish and Epic will have a video of their own along with everybody else. But I was just watching the Drutter report, and he was showing a document, French document, which was saying that they had banned the export or import of precious metals. But the interesting thing is that this started out months and months ago when India upped their percentage from 4 to 6% tax on any imported precious metals because both of these countries not only might be trying to keep what they have, but they don't want to run a greater imbalance of trade. And that's the main thing with India. India has always tried to protect its rupee by limiting the amount that any person could carry, any Indian resident can carry outside the country, and it only amounted to $10, $20 worth. So Indians were notorious for buying traveler's checks from tourists and paying. Well, when I was there, they, they would pay. The exchange rate was 8 rupees to the dollar. I don't know what it is now, but it's way high. Maybe 100. Who even knows? I don't know, but somebody knows. But anyway, but at 8 rupees, that was the international agreed upon transfer of 8 rupees to the dollar. But I could take my traveler's checks and on the black market, and the black market is you sit in, it's almost like a New York taxi. You sit in any one of them little three-wheel job putt-putts that take you around town and just ask somebody, and like they'll deliver you to a whore in New York City. Well, they'll deliver you to somebody that will give you 10 rupees for a traveler's check. So all you have to do is sign the traveler's check, but don't sign the city. So when they go to, say they come to New York, then they have spending money, and all they have to do is fill in the city of New York. Because once that traveler's check's signed, it's as good as any international currency out there, and better than most. But on this problem, that India now, the Bank of India says that it will no longer accept any credit uh, buying through them foreign precious metals. So it's just saying that you can't buy on credit, but when you buy something internationally, it's pretty hard not to buy it on credit. So will this affect the price of precious metals? Well, being as India is the largest user of both silver and gold, then it should have some effect. And whether we'll see it in the next week or so, who knows? But if France did it, and then I was saying that left a message to Twitter. Well, this this is maybe big news, but he was asking if there's any other countries that do it. We do it. You know, you go down to your post office and you tell them that you have a penny in an envelope going overseas, and they won't allow you to ship it. They'll read you the riot act of everything you can't ship. So anytime any of my subs won a prize, I always had to scotch tape it in some comics and put it in an envelope and tell them it was photographs, or else that would never leave the country. So yes, our postal service has that same ban that you cannot ship any precious metals through the postal service, and anybody that doubts it, well, it depends on how liberal your postman is, whether he's willing to hide it or not. But anybody that doubts it, go down and ask, go stop at any post office and ask them what their policy is on precious metals, any kind of American metal currency leaving this country. They are not allowed to ship it, period. So I don't know what the effect is on UPS and FedEx and those companies. I don't know that they have any ban on it, but I also don't know that if the government requests them to ban it, whether or not they will. But we'll have to wait and see. India doesn't mine that much silver, and and they surely love their gold. So whether or not they're just going to have to trade inner India in the long run is going to affect the world market in both of those commodities. So it's something else we have to worry about. Like we don't have enough but I thought, well, there's some of you might not call it drutter, or uh, you know, um, you might not have heard this, and surely all the implications of which are yet to be seen.